My father was born in 1935 in Manhattan and grew up in the Bronx and Brooklyn about around 1973. My parents moved to Hollywood and were some of the early founders of the Hollywood Jewish community.
As they came into Hollywood, and they helped us grow. Marvin, Olav Shalom, was a regular in shul.
I'll never forget learning with my father very intimately. It was something that he had a passion for.
Such a love for the next generation. We were finishing Maseches Makkos, and I wanted to somehow create this siyum called Marvin Hirsch. He said, hire a band, get the people, have a spread, send me the bill, and let's dance.
Marvin Hirsch was a person who dealt with everybody with a certain straightness and sincerity. What you see is what you get.
When he saw people coming into shul, he got up and he went to say hello to them.
Marvin helped my husband and I as we became religious.
And he would never let me leave without a good thumb wrestling match. You know, he was a master thumb wrestler, and I don't think I ever beat him, maybe once, and if I did, he let me win.
He taught me the power of prayer. He taught me what it means to be a part of a community.
His midos, his love for his children, his tremendous love for Torah, his tremendous dedication to mitzvos. He was a person completely connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Our children are benefiting from who his father was just because of what his father's taught him. And his enthusiasm for everything, not just Torah, just life.
His whole philosophy was, how can I help people and how can I improve any situation that I see? You see that the midos that Marvin and Corinne implanted in their children continue to this day.
Chaim, at the drop of a pen, he'll be there with you.
His connection to his Rebbeim is something very profound.
He has never stopped addressing people, inspiring people, and giving over wonderful, wonderful bits of Torah.
His Eish Chayil, Samantha, is right there with him.
Once I really got to know Samantha, it was like an instant connection, and I knew that this was somebody that I wanted to be friends with. Chaim was somebody that I wanted my husband to be friends with.
As a couple, Chaim and Samantha both have the common goal, being Balei Chesed.
And meals by the Hirsches are always very interesting.
Anytime Eish HaTorah needs a place for someone to stay, they're there.
The Chaim tells me, I just taught the kids today how to say the bracha on something. Why? Because the situation arose and he could not stop himself from teaching because that's paramount to him.
He and his Rebbitzin are very deeply committed to chinuch and Torah growth in Hollywood and elsewhere.
And as I watch their children, I see they too have the same midos, they have the same enthusiasm for life, that they too will be there for the community.
Should be an inspiration for all young parents who have a lot of energy, who have great skills that could help us as yeshiva continue to grow.
Everything that he does really embodies what a Torah Chaim graduate will be able to bring to the table.
And Torah Chaim was much more than a school. They were a family.
He has come to yeshiva many times to give lectures to students on fraud. The students are in awe of these lectures that he gives.
And all these years he keeps adding ways to honor his father and keep his father alive within us, and that's really a wonderful thing.
They dedicate their lives to making sure that they carry on the legacies of all of those people who they've lost that are so dear to them, and I'm so proud of the work that they're doing.
He is really and truly a reflection of Marvin.
My father was an entrepreneur at heart. He loved coming up with the ideas. He loved generating new thoughts. He always was thinking of a new fundraising idea, a new way to generate money for the yeshiva. About a year and a half ago, during my father's 15th yortzeit, I announced the resurrection of a project that I had started back when I was in high school.
I was in Torah Chaim in Miami Beach, and he called me up one night on the payphone to have a crazy idea. Let's start writing over the shmuzim of the Rebbeim.
Musar Haskell was, I believe, the only project of its kind.
He came to the Rebbeim with a proposal of writing up the weekly Musar Shmuzin and distributing them as kind of like a newsletter.
Chaim Hirsch, together with many of his peers, worked on the Musar Shmuz that was presented by the Rebbeim each week, and they sat down with faculty members and wrote it over. They worked with the English teacher on the writing.
and then they were put out in a sheet every week, and the sheet was distributed to a number of shuls in the South Florida area, where students themselves, as they went home from yeshiva, they took an envelope to one shul and an envelope to another shul.
Read all over the country. We got feedback. People read them, people commented on them.
And I will never forget coming home that first Friday afternoon and showing it to my father, Olav Shalom, and his excitement and his passion for how incredible it was that his son was being part of something that would disseminate Torah and have an emphasis on Musar and character integrity.
He didn't just learn Musar. Musar became part of Chaim.
And now, Chaim has, out of the yeshiva 13, 14 years, he's back again. He got the high school boys and the Beis Medrash boys and the Rebbeim and English teachers and all of the office staff to work on volume 2.
It represented 17 years worth of students, Rebbeim, general studies teachers, and secular working professionals coming together for the sole purpose of the dissemination of Torah and the emphasis on Musar and character development.
The book is not what's written. The book is what's etched into the very essence of Chaim. He is the living demonstration of courage to change. Musar Haskel.
We're giving out the Sefer tonight in memory of my father. It's a project that I did in memory of my father, and it's something that we hope that you can appreciate as a community, but you can also be a part of as a community. And you're going to find those details in the first page of the limited preview edition that you're going to see momentarily.